This is my student support system. Keep watching, keep learning.
Now we will discuss the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland, also known as the master gland of our body, as its hormones controls almost all other glands. The pituitary gland lies in the hypophyseal fossa of sphenoid bone below the hypothalamus and is connected to the hypothalamus by a stalk. Here you can see anterior lobe of pituitary, posterior lobe of pituitary. This is hypothalamus and it is attached by a stalk. The pituitary gland is functionally and anatomically divided into two parts, posterior lobe and anterior lobe. The posterior lobe is also known as neurohypophysis, is made up of mostly by nerve fibers and originate in the hypothalamus. The nerve fibers originate in the hypothalamus and terminate in the posterior lobe. Because it is made up of nerve fibers mostly, so it is known as neurohypophysis. The posterior lobe releases two hormones, oxytocin and ADH. These hormones are produced by hypothalamus but released by posterior pituitary. Oxytocin. Oxytocin has an effect on uterine contraction in the childbirth process and is responsible for letdown response in breastfeeding mothers when the uh, milk is secreted in response to suckling of the baby. Next is antidiuretic hormone. The effect of ADH are that it increase the water retention by kidneys by increasing the permeability of collecting ducts in the kidneys. The anterior lobe is known as adenohypophysis, which is made up mostly by secretory cells. The anterior lobe releases following hormones. Number one, growth hormone. This is the most abundant hormone synthesized by anterior pituitary. It stimulates growth and division of most body cells, but especially those in the bones and skeletal muscles. Body growth in response to the secretion of growth hormone is evident during childhood and adolescence period, and thereafter secretion of growth hormone maintains the mass of the bones and skeletal muscles. It also regulates metabolism of many organs such as liver, intestine, pancreas, etc. Next hormone is thyroid-stimulating hormone or TSH. This hormone is synthesized by anterior pituitary and its release is controlled by TRH, thyrotropin releasing hormone by hypothalamus. It stimulates the growth and activity of thyroid gland which secretes hormone T3 and T4. T3 is triiodothyronine and T4 thyroxine. Next hormone is ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone or corticotropin. Corticotropin is corticotropin releasing hormone or CRH from the hypothalamus promotes the synthesis of and release of ACTH by anterior pituitary. This increase in the concentration of cholesterol and steroids within the adrenal cortex and output of steroid hormone, especially cortisol. Prolactin. This hormone is secreted during pregnancy to prepare breasts for lactation after childbirth. The blood level of prolactin is stimulated by prolactin releasing hormone PRH, which is released by hypothalamus and is lowered by prolactin inhibiting hormone, which is also secreted by hypothalamus. Immediately after birth, suckling stimulates the prolactin secretion and lactation. Gonadotrophins. Just before puberty, two gonadotrophin are secreted in gradually increasing amount by anterior pituitary in response to luteinizing hormone releasing hormone or gonadotrophin releasing hormone. These hormones, gonadotropin hormones, are FSH, that is follicle-stimulating hormone, and luteinizing hormone. Follicle-stimulating hormone. In females, the ovaries are the target for FSH. Each month, FSH initiate development of several ovarian follicles, which are sac-like arrangement of secretory cells that surround a developing oocyte. FSH also stimulates follicular cells to secrete estrogens, that is known as female sex hormones. In males, FSH stimulates sperm production in testes. Luteinizing hormone. In females, luteinizing hormone triggers ovulation. The release of secondary oocyte by the ovary. LH stimulate formation of the corpus luteum in the ovary and secretion of progesterone by the corpus luteum. In males, LH stimulate cells in the testes to secrete testosterone hormone. Next is melanocyte stimulating hormone. It increases the skin pigmentation and produces darkening of the skin. It acts on the cells in skin and stimulates the production of melanin. Melanin is the pigment which is responsible for dark color of the skin.
My student support system. Keep watching, keep learning.